Bobby Lashley's opponent for Hell in a Cell confirmed. Sheamus suffers a severe nose injury on Raw, may be required to take some time off, and Riddle reacts to Randy Orton using his move on Raw. Hello everyone, Jose G here bringing you today's top stories in today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. To stay up to date with all of our content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Bobby Lashley's opponent for Hell in a Cell confirmed. Bobby Lashley will defend his WWE Championship at Hell in a Cell against Drew McIntyre. In the main event of WWE RAW, Drew McIntyre went one-on-one with New Day's Kofi Kingston in a rematch from last week to determine the #1 contender for Bobby Lashley's WWE title. The match between Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston last week was a fantastic bout that ended in a double disqualification after Bobby Lashley and MVP interfered in the match closing moments. WWE official Adam Pearce made the rematch for the following week and told Bobby Lashley that he would be suspended for 90 days without pay if either he or MVP interfered. The rematch lived up to the hype as both Kingston and McIntyre gave the WWE Universe a really great match in the main event of Raw. A handshake after the match showcasing the mutual respect between the two WWE superstars. Bobby Lashley appeared on the stage after the match and had a stare down with Drew McIntyre to end the show. Since we have seen Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre face off quite a bit lately, you can bet that this match will be contested inside Hell in a Cell to give the WWE Championship match a bit of freshness compared to what we've seen in recent months. Jimmy Smith comments on his first night at the Raw announce table. Jimmy Smith was the latest addition to WWE Raw's broadcast team. The former UFC commentator joined the Raw announcers table in the midst of a couple of WWE releases, which included fellow commentators Adnan Virk and Tom Phillips. Last night's episode of Monday Night Raw saw some of WWE's top talent in the ring, including the likes of Charlotte Flair, Kofi Kingston, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. This was Jimmy Smith's first time at the announce desk doing play-by-play calls from Monday Night Raw. From a performance perspective, Smith did a great job, this being his first time calling a pro wrestling match. If you were to compare him to the former announcer Adnan Virk, it certainly is an upgrade. Smith himself commented on his first night via Twitter, stating he tried his best and even giving credit to Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston for their amazing match, saying, quote, "Had a blast at Raw tonight. Amazing match between Drew McIntyre and Kofi Kingston. Tried my best to give it the energy it deserved." End quote. Jimmy Smith looks like a lock for the Raw announce team. Hopefully, he has a long and fruitful career as part of the Monday Night Raw, alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. Sheamus suffers a severe nose injury on Raw, may be required to take some time off. Sheamus came into Monday Night Raw not in the best of moods. The Celtic Warrior suffered a shocking defeat at the hands of Humberto Carrillo, despite coming off a string of victories over Carrillo and Ricochet beforehand. The current United States champion came out into the ring, where he called out both Humberto Carrillo and Ricochet, suggesting that he will face and beat them both tonight. Ricochet was the first to answer the call, but did not fare too well to begin with. Sheamus looked to be in charge until Humberto Carrillo came in with a timely distraction, allowing the one and only to steal the win. This left Sheamus fuming, who then faced Carrillo in the ring. It was during this exchange that the Celtic Warrior broke his nose. Sheamus would later share a photo of his nose following the match, calling out Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo on Twitter for their scumbaggery on Raw. It'll be interesting to see just how WWE chooses to proceed with this storyline following Sheamus' injury. Hopefully, the United States champion will be back in the ring in no time. The injury Sheamus suffered at the hands of Humberto Carrillo is pretty severe. PW Insider has confirmed that the US champion has 100% suffered a broken nose. They have also confirmed that the Celtic Warrior may be asked to take some time off. However, he will be only out of action if WWE asks him to. Hopefully the injury isn't so severe that they will have to come to that decision. The irony of the incident is that Humberto Carrillo himself suffered an injury at the hands of Sheamus a few weeks earlier. Granted, neither Carrillo nor Sheamus meant to injure each other. Regardless of the circumstances, here at SK Wrestling, We hope that Sheamus has a swift recovery, and we look forward to seeing him in all of his glory as he returns to the ring next week. Booker T opens up on Tony Khan's latest shot on WWE. Booker T is surprised about Tony Khan taking shots at WWE and their president Nick Khan, and the WWE Hall of Famer doesn't understand how it will help AEW. Ahead of this past weekend's AEW Dynamite show, AEW president Tony Khan took a shot at WWE president Nick Khan. Tony Khan in his promo took a shot at WWE's rumored partnership with Japanese promotion New Japan Pro Wrestling. On his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T gave his opinion on Tony Khan taking shots at WWE president Nick Khan. The WWE Hall of Famer was not impressed with Tony Khan's promo on Nick Khan and had this to say, saying, quote, "Tony Khan cut a big promo on Nick Khan. That kind of stuff, to me, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how that works out for my company. Huge shots like that. Me personally, I don't get it. But maybe it's something, the internet. I remember hearing him mention certain sites and whatnot. I'm just trying to figure out what the end game is for AEW. And me personally, I'm not seeing it. I'm just trying to figure out when and where we're going with this thing," end quote. Tony Khan was interviewed by Tony Schiavone ahead of Double or Nothing, where the AEW president cut a promo on WWE president Nick Khan. The AEW chief referred to the WWE rumor partnership with New Japan, listed a few wrestlers that have recently worked with AEW. He also took a personal shot at Nick Khan by stating that there's room for just one Khan in the pro wrestling business. He later revealed that he consulted with New Japan Pro Wrestling before delivering the promo. Riddle reacts to Randy Orton using his move on Monday Night Raw. Riddle has expressed his delight after Randy Orton used the Bro Derek move to defeat Xavier Woods on this week's Monday Night Raw. On last week's episode, Riddle picked up a victory over Woods after hitting the New Day member with Orton's RKO finisher. The 14-time WWE World Champion reacted to Riddle's RKO by tweeting. WWE interviewer Sarah Schreiber caught up with Riddle backstage following Orton's win against Woods. The former U.S. champion excitedly spoke about his future plans for the RK Bro tag team by saying, quote, "I had to get the key. Randy locked it up earlier, you know? You know how it is, bro. Randy hitting the Bro Derek was amazing, and last week I hit the RKO. Who knows? Next week, we both could be doing the floating bro all over the place. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to do. All I know is I gotta get back to Randy. We gotta talk game plan. We gotta talk the future. We gotta talk merchandise. We gotta talk scooters. We gotta talk speedos. We gotta talk a lot of things. Love you all. Peace. I gotta go. Scooter away. Yeah. End quote. Riddle and Randy Orton have defeated Xavier Woods in singles match in consecutive weeks on Raw. Prior to those wins, Orton lost a one-on-one match against Woods' tag team partner Kofi Kingston on May 17th. Riddle surprisingly defeated Randy Orton on the April 19th episode of Monday Night Raw. The Unlikely Allies then joined forces to win matches against Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin and Elias and Jackson Riker. Known as RK Bro, Randy Orton and Riddle worked together to record another victory in the 8-man tag team match on May 10th. The two men teamed up with Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods to defeat AJ Styles, Omos, Elias, and Jackson Riker. Thanks for watching today's Sportskeeda Wrestling News Roundup. For more news stories and exclusive content, be sure to follow us on all social media. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Download the Sportskeeda app for the most up-to-date stories in the world of wrestling.